So just to summarize, some tips for success before we move into a bit of a Q&A. Do read the question and the answers first before actually going searching for the answer in the text straight away. Remember that this is going to help you focus your brain, orientate yourself to specifically just one paragraph, and not mean that you are reading more than you need to, and it's a really great time saver. Also, try to practice scanning for keywords and ideas to save time. Some questions will require you to read an entire paragraph or a couple of sentences. Some questions really just ask you to read one sentence itself and look at particular at one kind of word. So if that's the case, scan for that word and save yourself some time, because time is very tight. Again, related to that, don't read more than you need to. If the paper is asking you about the second paragraph, you don't need to go and read the first. Often candidates will sort of start by reading the whole thing, or at least introducing themselves to the topic. That isn't really necessary, especially when time is so tight. So go straight to the paragraph it's asked you to and identify the task at hand, and therefore if you need to scan or read the whole thing. Also, make sure that through the process of reading, you're actually reading in order to find the answers and not to learn something. Obviously, a lot of these texts will be kind of semi-complex and about things that maybe you don't know, and introduce lots of new ideas and facts, and that's really awesome. But you're not there to learn something, you're there to do a test. So try not to get too bogged down in learning something or kind of immersing yourself in the text. You're really there just to hunt for the answers. When those answers aren't kind of obvious or you're really struck, do go through this process of elimination. If that doesn't work, have your best guess or move on, because time is tight and you will need to save as much time as you can. And yeah, again, just time management is really key. Make sure that you're monitoring the clock as you go through in order to mean that you're able to answer all of the questions and have your best go. You really don't want to waste any kind of easy marks on the reading. So do just have a kind of quick glance at the clock every now and then and make sure you are checking for key time jumps. So every 10 minutes you probably want to have a check at how far through have you of the questions. Are there any questions you haven't been able to do? How much longer do you have left? How many more questions left, etc., etc. So just be really conscious of that as you're going through the test itself.